The HR technology market is just changing faster than ever. There are new futures for the big three, hundreds of startups, and even a new integrated talent management suite that seems to be emerging. Today's guest, our top thought leader in HCM, has some actionable insights you need to know. Welcome to Firing Line. I'm Bill Kutik. Josh Bersin is newly retired from Bersin by Deloitte, still at the top of his game, and back to being an independent. Now simply as Josh Bersin, he is writing prolifically on his website, presenting around the world, India, Amsterdam, Japan, Romania, and consulting. I'm delighted to have him back for the fourth time in 4 years. Hello, Josh. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Bill.
Josh, try to make some sense for us out of this maelstrom of change that we're seeing in the HR tech marketplace.
Well, you know, the analogy that the only one that comes to me is the typhoon of incredible force sucking more and more and more energy into the market. And it's more money, more buying, more technology, new solutions, all creating a gigantic explosion in the industry. And I'm just in the middle of this research, and I actually found out I have 1,400 HR technology
1,400,
vendors.
I never imagined you would have that many for this new report. That's incredible.
It's really amazing.
And I hope you're not believing everything they tell you that they can actually do.
Yeah, I think a lot of these are good ideas that have yet to be borne out and really working. But the writing's on the wall that AI is really going to add a huge amount of value in HR. And one of the reasons that people want it is, frankly, they have too much technology. I mean, there was the last probably couple of firing lines we did, we talked about the cloud and how all the cloud was going to be the panacea. It turned out the cloud wasn't the panacea. We all now have a lot of cloud-based systems, but people are still not finding them that easy to use. The employee experience is suffering. Engagement hasn't really gone up. So we're looking for another generation of tools that are even more intelligent, more predictive, more useful to employees. And so, that's why I think AI is really here at the right time. And then the big three, you mentioned earlier, the three ERPs, they're under a lot of stress because a lot of the technology they've built for the last decade is now at the point where we're saying, it doesn't model the way people work in companies anymore. People work in teams, people work in networks, and a lot of the ERP software wasn't designed that way. So they have to do a lot of work to keep up also. Absolutely.
Plus, I think you and I agree that the power of one platform is dead in the face of these 1,400 vendors you've got.
Yeah, it's funny. The market went through consolidation a decade ago, and I think it needs to go through it again. But it's going the other direction right now. We actually found that the average large company today has 11 HR systems of record.
11 sources of truth.
11
right?
sources of truth. Now, it is a little bit easier to integrate them than it used to be, but still, that's a lot. So that's 11 vendors, 11 product roadmaps, 11 salespeople to deal with, 11 user experiences. And that's very stressful for the HR technology group. It's difficult for the HR leader to try to put together a single solution for their employees. So it's actually kind of a tough time.
Tell us what this next generation of talent tools might look like.
Continuous performance management tools, continuous learning tools, real-time engagement tools, nudge tools to give people better information on how to be a better employer, a better manager, tools to give you better sense of well-being, organizational network tools. I could go on and on and on. There's just a lot of great stuff out there that people want to buy because they know it has the potential to make their workforce better.
Of all the continuous things you mentioned, I would love to see continuous coaching, particularly for young managers who don't have a clue about how to manage anyone.
Well, let me tell you about a tool for that. I mean, there's actually two I can think of. One is a tool that actually goes into your email database and asks people that you communicate with to give the system developmental feedback on your behavior, either as a manager or as a teammate, and then summarizes that for you in a positive way without you having to do anything.
Wow.
And then there's another tool that's out there that's very successful where you take a little self-assessment on your phone, and then it connects you to a network of potential coaches online that you could pay for a coaching session based on what it is you want help with. So
I love the idea of people getting coaching finally. Yeah. So what does all this change mean for the people who actually have to buy systems?
Well, it's confusing. And the advice that I give them is right now, you're probably going to buy some things that you won't keep 2 or 3 years from now. You may have to replace them. But the cycle is at that stage of a lot of innovation, a lot of new technology. And if you want to stay ahead, it's worth experimenting with some of it. And that's really where we are.
Josh, breathtaking as always. Thanks for coming back, and I hope you will again soon. It was really great.
Thank you, Bill.
Don't miss next month's episode of Firing Line. Just click on the red box that appears at the end. You'll get just one email notice when the next program is posted. Write your comments on this YouTube page where you are, or on our LinkedIn or Facebook pages. We want to know what you think. I'm Bill Kutik. Thank you for watching.